Angela, come and learn how to prepare bushmeat that will make your husband never to eat outside.
First of all, make sure you wash it properly. For me, I use iron sponge.
You can use any other sponge, but please make sure you scrub it very, very well. You know, the people that preserve this meat, they don't always treat it very well. But it is your duty to wash properly before cooking it. When you're done washing, after rinsing multiple times, and you discover that the water is no longer changing color, drop the sponge and use salt. You know, there are some evil spirits on it that can only be removed by salt. Some things that even that iron sponge cannot remove, salt will remove it. Then after that, rinse it very well. Then go ahead to divide to your desired portion. For me, I split them into very tiny pieces.
Some bushmeat, when you tear them like this, you will see some ancestors
But
inside.
they actually took care of this one for it not to have anything inside. But I keep cutting and looking for them because maybe they have gone to consult an oracle in the nearest village. But I found nothing. I went ahead to rinse for the last time to kill all the upcoming ancestors, if there are any. Even if my eyes cannot see you, the salt will help me do the work. For me, before I boil it, I like to put everything needed. The maggi, the salt, the onions, everything. I just put everything together before putting it on the fire to boil. I put enough water because this is the only water I'm going to be using to boil and to cook. You all meet your chef. She fine, but she no fine. She fine. I went ahead to set my blender to blend the pepper. I use Ataribo and Tatase. You can use any pepper of your choice. To wash the pepper very well to set inside my blender to blend. At this point, as you can see, I was already putting water inside my blender to help it blend. I went ahead to add my locust beans into the mixture and blend again. At this point, I came back to check on the meat that was on the fire to see if it is cooked. And as you can see, I used fork to test it and it was cooked already. So I went in with my oil. Then I added the already blended mixture to it. After that, I used spoon to mix everything together. And then I covered and allowed to boil. As I was waiting, I decided to wash the things I have been using. When I'm cooking, anytime I'm done with a particular plate, I like to wash it immediately. I don't like piling plates to wash after I'm done because I don't like to see them many. I get tired. And piling them up makes the place look so unkept, and I don't like seeing that. So I wash them, I set them aside, then I clean my sink very well. That is very, very important. Because leaving it like that will attract cockroaches, and I don't like seeing those things. Now it was time for us to go check our soup. I tested and I realized everything was perfectly fine. I went in to test the stew with rice to see if it will go. Then I went in to make our swallow for us to be able to eat. You see how white this thing looks? It is not semo. I just mix a cassava chips and maize together to grind. And I can tell you for free that this is really, really nice. If you eat this, you will never eat semo in your life again. We paired it with our native draw soup called gengi. You can pair it with any draw soup of your choice. This